Everybody, this is Kristen here, and today I am going to share on this amazingly beautiful day on Cape Cod. I am going to share with you guys my top 4 tips for getting back on track. Why am I sharing this with you? Because it's what I'm doing myself. So yes, most of you know that I am a coach. I am an advocate, and I just hold people accountable. I empower them in what they're out to create for their lifestyle, for their health, and around their business. Today we're going to talk about getting back on track with our health, our meal plans, all that fun stuff. And I love being able to share this with you guys because most of you know that I am pretty raw, and I bring it to you the way it is, and I'm not shy to tell you what I'm going through, right? And hopefully what that does for you is just has you get related to the fact that there's other people around you that are doing it, right? I am not too proud to say that I struggle, right? I go through the same type of stuff. So this is what I want to share with you guys because you guys are my peeps and I want to be related to you. And I want you to know that you're not alone. Okay, so the 4 tips that I have for you today, and I am putting these into practice literally as we speak, is have a plan, right? It doesn't matter. There are so many different plans out there that people are working with, whether it's macros or 21-day fix or keto or Weight Watchers, whatever it is. There's not one size fits all. Everybody's different. Everybody's lifestyle is different. But really just take a look and find something that fits for you, okay? Have a plan. Don't just try to wing it. When you try to wing it, it just doesn't work, right? Even if you know the plan that you want to use, you think that you know that plan by the back of your hand, like, please just don't wing it. What that does is it just has you, when you try to wing it and you don't have that actual plan that you're checking into and you're keeping track. And I've talked about this before, everything, you got to track everything. If we want to get paid, we have to track our hours, right? We have to track everything. We need an oil change. We have to track the miles on our car to get an oil change. If we need gas in our car, our car only goes so many miles without gas, so we got to track that. So this is no different. Okay, no different. So having a structured plan that you're going to follow and stick to it just gives you, it kind of takes the thinking out of it for you. Why make it more difficult than it really needs to be? The second one is find accountability. Okay, there are, as I'm sure you see, like a million types of accountability groups out there. You can do one-on-one accountability. You can do an accountability group that you go to in person, that you meet up with people. There's plenty of them online. Something. Find some way to hold yourself accountable. And sometimes it doesn't always work to really just, how do I even want to say this? Doesn't really work to, there's different, ways that you can stay accountable to, say, like, if I'm going to use MyFitnessPal, this is what I'll use an example. If I'm going to use MyFitnessPal, right? I'm being accountable to myself, right? But I have nobody else to partner with me that I have to say out loud, this is what I did. Send a screenshot, send a picture, whatever it is. Like, it doesn't always work to just be held accountable to something that isn't like a living person that you can speak to, that you can have conversations with if you're struggling. If you're having a breakdown and you're like, I can't do this today. Like, you need to have somebody, something, some group, some community. If you know me, community, you hear me say community, that should not be foreign. It's just, I believe so much in community in every aspect of your life, and this is no different, okay? So find accountability somewhere. And if you guys get stuck, hit me up, let me know. It's what I do, okay? And even though I do that, this is funny too, because some people, I have the conversations with, and they're like, really? Like, you don't just, automatically hold yourself to account? I'm like, are you kidding? Like, I'm human, come on. I have people I actually created an accountability partner to make sure that I have my shake every day, because that's where I get my extra nutrients, right? Like, that's just where, so for little things like that, I know that I need accountability for that stuff. So you taking that step to do that, don't ever feel like there's a step too small to take, because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you need accountability around your water, it just, there's no shame in that at all. Meal prep, okay? meal prepping and just being prepared is going to make your life so much easier. Yes, I do this for a part of my business, so I really, it's one of the greatest things that I get to do. I prep for ourselves as well as prepping for my clients. So that's really a treat for us in my house. But you know, like still, like you just still need to be prepped. Like those are dinners, right? So that's great. But I still need to make sure that I have everything that I need that I want to put in my shake every day, and whatever it is that I'm going to have for lunch, right? So if you don't, I noticed today, I almost like started to grab for other things, and then I'm like, duh, I haven't even had that. You know, I haven't even had my shake yet, so let me do that. But if you're not prepped and you're not prepared, then you're gonna grab for those other things, okay? And what happens with me, if I generally don't have those other things in the house right now, in the house on a regular basis, but I have them here just because I had a bunch of people here, which was amazing. But you know, what will happen is if I don't have those things in the house, then I just won't have anything, right? And what happens is when you're not feeding your body, it's like not giving gas to a car to be able to run, right? Your metabolism slows down. Your body doesn't work the way it's supposed to. You're going to lack energy, you know, all that fun stuff. So, and when you do eat, when you do put yourself back into eating, it's going to store those things in a way that you don't want them to be stored. Trust me. And this was a habit when I got into this was a habit that I got into back when I was 260 pounds. You know, I didn't sit there and eat all day. There was plenty of times I had 3 kids under the age of, 3.5. Like, there were plenty of times when I only ate once a day. So that's just as bad. So really just be prepared, have the stuff that you need in your home, and, just make it happen. I promise you won't regret that. And this is huge, is have a schedule, right? You can't meal prep if you don't get yourself to the grocery store, right? And we all live crazy busy lives, right? We're just busy, that we got kids going here and whatever, especially in the summer. I don't want to go there because there's traffic like crazy if you live on Cape Cod. But really just having a schedule, and in your schedule, literally put going to the grocery store, showering, getting my workout in, every single little thing that you have to do, put it in your schedule. There is something about having, and I mean, everybody has different ways that they use their schedule. Some people use their phone. I use At a Glance is one of my favorites, but pen to paper, because there's something about being able to open that book, look and visualize what your schedule, what your day looks like, what your week looks like, and then you get to see, okay, this is what I have to do and whatnot. So really the core of it, of being able to really get yourself, around like finding an accountability partner. You got to put time into, chat with your accountability partner. You got to put time in to go to the grocery store. You have to put time in to implement your meal plan. So really having a schedule is going to empower you to really just keep yourself grounded, make sure you have enough time to do everything that you're going to do, and it's just going to, putting all that stuff in is just going to really help you get your mindset back. You're going to feel good, and when you have that sense of accomplishment that you're doing something, you know yourself as somebody bigger. And I'm telling you, there's nothing like really being able to see who you really are and the power that you have to like say that this is going to happen, and then that happens because you say so, right? Like, I like to be the boss of myself. I sometimes like to be the boss of other people, but when you say that something's going to happen and then that happens, there's so much power in that. So do yourself a favor. If nothing else, just start with those 4 tips that I gave you. Those 4 tips are, have a plan, find an accountability partner, make sure you meal prep, get to the grocery store, and create yourself a schedule. And I am going to give you a bonus tip. Bonus. Okay, this bonus tip is really get yourself present to why you're doing what you're doing. Right? And it really, think about it, and it needs to be something that's deeper than just because I want to lose 20 pounds. Because I want to lose 10 pounds, because I want to lose 50 pounds. It has to be something deeper. Like, when you think about what we would call this, like your why, when you think about that, it should, like, mine makes me cry, right? So think about why it is that you're doing it, the long-term effects of what you're doing for yourself, and really just get present to something more than just the surface level of the numbers. Okay, so that's my bonus tip, and thank you guys all for jumping on. I love you, and I'll be sharing more around this for the rest of the week, so make sure you jump back on. Okay, bye.